Hello there, I'm Big Alias. How's it going? How are you doing on this day? I'm looking, it's actually sunny today. So I don't know, I think I can see small parts of hell freezing over, but I'm not entirely sure if it's fully got here. But yes, there is sun, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Unfortunately, the news is not so great. It's not as good. I've been watching Moist Critical's coverage of this. The Tarkov situation. Actually, not just Charlie, but also Angry Joe. Both echoing the same sentiment. This is goofy and this is dumb and terrible. But essentially for the uninitiated, Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov is a online-only extraction shooter. I don't play these. From what I can tell, you spawn in. You only have one life, if you die, you die, but you have to pick up loot along the way. And if you get that loot and you can extract, then you get to keep the loot. I think that's how the game goes. But they've added a single player mode, a PvE mode. Awesome. This seems to be a struggle for a lot of game devs nowadays. So it's nice that they're able to do that. Unfortunately, it comes bundled only as part of a $250 DLC pack. Crikey. Listen. Not to pull out the Australian, but crikey, mate, ham me a Foster's, give me a cow. What the hell? What is that? That's absolutely insane. But that's how it is. This is the reality. And what's even crazier is that there was another edition that they sold to people, to the avid fans, for I think it was $100. And it's not included in this. And even though, despite the fact that $100 set, part of the description was, you will get all of the DLC. You'll get all of the DLC if you pay us $100. And then, or it might have even been $150. And then they're like, nah, dude, fork over another $250, please. And I thought they were going to get away with it. That's insane. It's absolutely nuts. But I think it shows a couple of things. One thing being that I think a lot of people have this opinion of these of corporations that there's evil corporations, they're bad corporations, but really that's just EA and Activision, right? I mean, those are the bad guys, yeah, but it's not always the case. I find it crazy that Moist Critical was going through these tweets that the PR team were going through, or the devs were going through, or whatever, where he was talking about other games or plagiarizing them and have fun with your plagiarized garbage. And I thought, how are we doing the PUBG thing again? How are we doing the oh, you're just ripping off my game PUBG vibe again? How is this happening? And it's because businesses are businesses. Unfortunately, businessmen are businessmen. They are straight, white, cis, small dicks, can't please their wives, slick back hair, wear a suit for some odd reason to every single event that they do. It's just, they always will be. And unfortunately, companies will always have this notion that we need them. The suits need to be there. The board needs to be there because the company can't operate without them. And yeah, sure, the people who make Tarkov, they had some great ideas going in. And the developers are super talented and made, a very impressive game, clearly, because it captured the imagination of a lot of people. Unfortunately, when something is as successful as that, there's this obsession that we have to become business-minded in order for things to continue the way they are. And people get sworn in who they get sworn in with the notion of okay, well, I am here purely to make money for me and no one else. And everyone below them who brought them in is they're here to keep my job going. It's very naive and unfortunate to see people sort of fall for this. But it always happens. But the other thing that, we're going to glean from this and sort of learn from this is that this is kind of the way it's going, which is, we had the Outlaws controversy, the DLC controversy for that, where I think, don't they have $125 package that actually features, a DLC mission that hasn't been released yet and won't be released with the base game unless you have this premium pass. And I've heard rumors GTA is going to cost a ton of money, and I don't think the GTA 1 is very substantiated, but for it to even be taken seriously, I think is a sign of the times. Unfortunately, I think we're heading into this stage where a lot of games are going to cost whatever, X figure. And whenever that happens, with stuff I think GTA 6 is going to be an incredible game, and maybe it's worth a little bit more. But unfortunately, Activision will go, or whoever, and Activision's Xbox. But I wouldn't put it past Xbox. They'll go, okay, well, you can do it. So can we. People just want to play your game. People just want to play our game. So we're going to charge a crazy amount for it too. And I think that this is going to become a crazy pipeline that gets added on and added on and added on to. I think the days of uniform prices for video games will be over, not very soon, but before you realize it will be. And these, free-to-play games at the moment are the most popular thing, and this sort of like a la carte model is very popular at the moment. But I think that this is going to extend to the price of like standard games, and we're going to start to question, okay, how much does a game cost, and how much am I willing to invest into it? That's just what I think. Hopefully I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. But that was a little rant in the sun, and I'll see everyone later for more fun. Okay, so you put me in a car now, Rhyme.